Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Cora and this is Cora's Creative Corner. Today we're going to be talking about skin and hair. I was originally going to be doing a get ready with me video where I was going to answer some questions that I've been getting on my channel, doing like a Q&A and get ready with me where I would show you guys some makeup products and the stuff that I do on my face and skin. But I kind of decided to veer off and we're going to be talking a little bit about some skincare, my kind of body, skin, hair, and face kind of regimen, and then the products and stuff that I like to use all over as far as hair and body go. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Let's talk first about hair. Not the hair on your head, but body hair. It's a gross subject for most women, but it shouldn't be. We're all born with it. We kind of feel compelled or conformed by society to get rid of it, and it's kind of groomed in us to do that. And I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying you shouldn't feel like you need to. But there are some people out there who actually prefer it, who like the feeling of having smooth skin, who, you know, just maybe don't want to go all natural. And I happen to be one of them. Although, sometimes in the winter, I have been known to go all grizzly bear, and maybe there have been some misinformed sightings of Bigfoot, and it was me, okay? I'm sorry. Now, anyways, I have decided to take a more permanent approach at getting rid of it. I was tired of the razor burn and bumps and dark spots around my bikini area from shaving or waxing or doing anything down there. I mean, I have tried sugar waxing, which is one of my favorites, but that doesn't last as long, and it doesn't really work as great all the time. Sometimes it's just my hair was too thick for it. I have tried nares, I've tried, epilators, you know, anything you can pretty much think of, I've pretty much tried it. I've even just done lightening just to see if it would reduce it. All those home remedies you see where you rub lemons or baking soda, I'm guilty. I've tried it all. If there was a home DIY how-to, I've probably tried it, okay guys? I needed something better, okay? So I did some research and I was looking into laser hair removal products. I know, a lot of them are kind of iffy, and I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to try one from Amazon, or if I should go professionally and get it done at like a spa that specializes in that sort of thing. So I did some research and looked at the cost, and it was like a mortgage payment or 3. And so I decided I was going to try the Amazon route. I was going to give it a benefit of a doubt because I've had some good luck on some products from Amazon, like my hair. I specifically like this piece, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, but I wanted to share this product specifically with you guys because I am loving the results so much. It is life-changing, and I don't mean to offend anybody by saying that. I just mean this particular product has been life-changing for me. I have struggled with hair my entire life. Since I was younger, I started growing in like dark black hair on my legs and under my arms. And when I was in elementary school, I started to realize that I kind of looked like a boy in that sense. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with body hair. I think that body hair is perfectly normal. We're all born with it. And if anybody tells you you have to remove it, for them, they can go screw themselves because it's your body and you can do what you want. But me personally, I just don't like the way it looks on me. I have always been insecure about it, and I think that it just is because mine is so dark and so coarse. I have a little bit of Latina roots in me. My dad's side is all Hispanic, and the Lopez inside of me just wants to get rid of that hair and be much more smooth. So I decided to try this product. I purchased it on Amazon, and at the time it was running a special of $30 off coupon. So I ended up getting it for almost like $100, I think. So $100 investment. I spend more than that in just a couple of months on shaving creams and blades and or waxes or whatever that I'm doing. You know what I mean? So $100 was like, yeah, I'm gonna give this a chance. But life-changing, you guys. I don't know about any of the other products. I watched a lot of reviews and I actually didn't see a lot of videos on this one on YouTube, so I don't even know why I decided to go with this one. Maybe it was the coupon. I'm a sucker for a good coupon, but yeah, It had a more expensive version, which came with different head attachments that had like some sort of facial treatments and stuff, but I really didn't need that. My skin's been okay lately, which we'll talk about in a minute, but I just wanted the hair removal. That was really something that it even affected like my sex life. And I don't, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, anybody, aunts, uncles, don't watch this, turn off now. But it made me really insecure. It made me not feel comfortable in my skin. It made me be less affectionate to my husband in that way. It made me want to cover up more. I was always kind of in baggy clothes, and like this summer it's been a total 180 for me because I've been in shorts almost every single day. I go to bed in like panties and like his t-shirt or something now, and it's just really, I think, and for me, helped my personal confidence just because I feel sassy and sexy, you know. So this is a win for me, you guys. And I'm going to show you guys some before and after results. I'm going to show you where I went from where I would shave and then 1 day later, what it would look like in 2 days, and then what it would look like in 3 days before I tried the treatment. And then I'm going to show you guys after my first treatment, the results, after a couple of treatments results, and then up to more recently now what the results are looking like. And it does take a couple of months for you to actually see the results because it's penetrating the hair underneath. I'm going to show you what it looks like too. We did on my husband where we didn't shave a portion, so you could actually see how it affects the hair if you don't shave, because they do recommend that you shave beforehand. And what I will say is if you don't shave beforehand, when it zaps the little hairs, the light zaps the hairs, you feel the hair. Like if you missed a spot shaving and you have like a little line or something, you feel it. No joke. Anyway, here's the device itself. Okay, and I will show you guys in another video it plugged in and it working and everything. But I just wanted to show you guys what it comes with. There's even been people who I've recommended it to on like Instagram and Facebook. There's been like high school friends that I've followed up with letting them know how amazing this product was because I feel compelled to share it with all of my lady friends and guy friends if you're interested. My husband did it in a couple spots that he didn't like hair, so it's totally gender friendly. And it comes with these sunglasses to help, you know, protect your eyes. They're not too fashionable, but I put them on with like my glasses and I sit and I watch like some Law and Order or whatever while I'm zapping and zap away. It comes with that. It came with like a blade, a razor blade, but use it if you want to. I'm not going to trust some weird razor blade coming. People have been licking ice cream lately, and I'm not going to be trying a razor blade. And then you've got your plug. So yeah, it comes with everything you need. It comes with a full thing of instructions telling you what to expect, and it tells you what hair types it's best for. It tends to like the dark, coarse hairs against a lighter base skin. I guess that's like the ideal type to work on. It says that the darker the skin goes or the lighter the hair goes, the harder it will be to see through or to penetrate the hair. You know, it's kind of like having a higher contrast against each other is what it really needs. Another product that I love, 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 and it was actually brought to my attention by them. I received an email from a company. I've been looking into this particular product because I've been seeing it all over like the Instagram and everything, and it just looked like a much better way to do it than manually, because I particularly, when I wash my face, I have a little face scrub and I exfoliate and I do all of that stuff manually, but I've been seeing those little handheld ones all over the place with the little spinning things, little spin care systems. And so this company reached out to me in an email and I happened to see it. I normally reject and turn down all of those type of emails or opportunities because the last thing that I want to do is be sponsoring, or not sponsoring, but be partnering up with companies that I don't believe in or products that are crap and try to get it off to you guys, because I'm not trying to sell out. That's not what this channel is about. This is a DIY channel. So usually I turn things down because I'm going to do it myself. They're trying to send me a product. I'm like, I could probably make it myself or do it myself or whatever. But this one intrigued me. I'm not going to lie. It is the Radiance Spin Care System by Duval, and they're a local company here in Florida. They're out of Tampa, which is a little bit outside of my area, but because it's a smaller company and it's more local, and they reached out, they watched my channel, and it kind of felt more personal. Like, you know, like they're just kind of looking for people to kind of just try the product, and there were no obligations. I was very specific in my email telling them I turn down opportunities often because I just don't want obligations. I don't want to be told I have to tell you I like something if I don't like it. If it's crap, I want to tell you it's crap. If I can make it cheaper, I want to be able to say I can make it cheaper. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't necessarily know how to make this kind of stuff cheaper. I mean, I buy these types of brushes like on the long stick to like scrub my back and my body and exfoliate, and this one is like the same size. I will take it out of the packaging here and show you guys how it works. It doesn't, this particular one doesn't come with batteries, but they do have another version, an upgraded version that does have like a rechargeable base to it, and I recommend that if you don't want to have to worry about it, changing out the batteries. But what I did is I used rechargeable batteries in mine, so when the battery dies in this, I just pop the batteries out, put them on the charger, and put them back in. So I kind of figured it out my own way. And this they did send to me for free. I did not have to pay for it, and they are offering a discount to you guys if you're interested in. I believe it was 70% off, if I'm not wrong. So I'll leave that information both on the screen for you. And there's I believe it was Merit19 is a discount code for you. So when you go to checkout, you just put that in as your promo code, and then you should be able to get it for, I believe it was under $30 for the skincare system. And it's amazing. I use it every day. So it comes with 2 different heads. There's an exfoliating head and a cleansing head for the face. It has a little pumice stone one, which I actually use for my feet. I'm a Florida girl. I'm always bare feet. I'm one with nature. I probably walk outside barefoot more than I do with shoes on. The only time I wear shoes is if I'm going to Walmart. Let's be real. And then I use the big body scrub every night in the bathtub, and especially before preparing for self-tanner. So I will use this to scrub all over my entire body. I love it. I think it's amazing, and it's like I won't go back. I can't go back, but the feeling too, it's almost like having just somebody just sit there, and you know that feeling when somebody just lightly scratches your skin, and it's like amazing. So I love it. It is waterproof. You can submerge underwater, and I think it's amazing, and it's so pretty and so cute. I'm going to be purchasing another one using the promo code for my husband because I think it's amazing, and he's a mechanic, and his skin can get pretty grimy, can get chemicals on it and stuff, so I think this would actually be much more thorough and effective for him than his just quick wash over with a loofah. So I'm definitely going to be getting one of these for my husband. That's not even a joke. Again, not sponsored. They're not paying for this video. They're not paying me to do any of this. They just sent me this and told me, you want to try it out? Cool. You want a promo code for the people on your channel? Here you go. That was it. There was no obligation. And I have been trying this out for a few weeks, and I felt like it was amazing enough to send to show you guys, to share with you, because I'm absolutely obsessed with it. This is a product that I like, that I found on a YouTube channel. I believe it was Living to DIY with Rachel Metz. I would just happen to be watching one of her videos. I just found her like 2 weeks ago. I don't know how I've never seen her channel, but she's super cute, super sweet, and I can totally relate to her. She's like tomboy style DIY kind of chick, and she does everything herself. I think it's amazing. She's awesome. Like seriously, like she's my kind of people, you know? So if you watch my channel, you would definitely love her channel. If you haven't already found it, I don't know how. Again, I must have been living under a rock. But anyways, she talked about being sponsored, or that these people reached out to her because she's very sweaty. Y'all know, if you have watched any of my other videos, I'm constantly sweating. I live here in Florida. It's very hot and humid all the time. And I don't know, I just don't think that my blood was meant for down south. I think I'm meant to live somewhere much colder. But I saw on her video that she was trying this company. I don't know if it's Miro or Miro, but I wanted to give it a try. I am obsessed with it so far. It's the first time that I don't feel like right now, I would normally be wearing this tank top and I would have like sweat just dripping down me, like literally down my arm. It would just be dripping. That's how bad. And it's been a godsend. So I ended up getting the Cabin Number 5, which is vetiver, patchouli, and geranium scented, and it is my favorite scent. I use like the patchouli scent everywhere in my house. It's one of my favorite type of scents. But it comes with this, the first time you get it, it comes with like, this is your cart or your case that you put your deodorant into. I've used this one obviously, so I'm not going to show it to you on the end, but yeah, you put it in there and it has a little thing at the bottom where you can spin it up. And then these are the cartridges that you'll get, and you can just order them regularly. You can cancel or skip or do it on kind of whatever date or schedule you want to do, which I like because I don't necessarily use deodorant all the time. I'll be honest. I tend to go chemical free a lot of the days. Most of the time I'm not wearing makeup. I'm not wearing deodorant. I'm not wearing like a piece of hair. You know what I mean? I'm usually in my pajamas doing the stay-at-home mom thing, especially during the summer, which is why you don't see a whole lot of videos popping out from me during the summer, because we're doing at-home summer things with the kids. But more than that, I like to give my skin and everything a break. I don't like to put things on my skin that it's going to be absorbing throughout my system and that's going to be affecting my hormones, because that's something that I struggle with, is hormone imbalance. And so in order to kind of keep that under control, the thing that I like to do is control what I'm putting on my skin and what my skin is absorbing and what is being affected into my blood. So that being said, I don't always wear makeup, and the makeup that I do wear, I have done trial and error, because I find that a lot of makeups that I wear make me very sleepy, which I've looked up and found that that's like an allergic reaction. I'll literally put on some makeup sometimes and feel like I'm gonna fall asleep like this, like just like that's how I feel, like I'm gonna faint or pass out. Like it's so tired, I feel like somebody slipped me some drugs. And I've looked that up, and I guess it's like an allergic reaction. So I'm very particular about the makeups that I do wear. And so I think I'm gonna do that in a separate video. Again, I injured myself working on our back porch, and I'll explain that because my whole hand is like throbbing right now. I took some Tylenol, which I don't even take medicine usually. I had to take some just to record this video because I'm in so right now. But anyways, that deodorant has been amazing. I think it's really been helpful with making me not feel clammy and sticky. The smell is absolutely amazing, but I think that if I continue to use it too, it might help in a preventative way, because it's used or it's made using essential oils, which I think is what really drew me to it once I did my research. So that is a company that they didn't reach out to me or anything. I saw them on a YouTube channel being promoted, looked into the company, looked into the brand, looked into the products that it was going into and the ingredients and everything, and it really kind of agreed with what I'm wanting to do in my body and with my hormones, and it's perfect. I love it. And they have a couple of other scent options if you wanted to go check them out. That one is, I love it because it reminds me of my husband. It's got it has the feminine scent because there's the geranium in it, but it has that patchouli and vetiver, and it kind of reminds me of my husband because he wears like timber deodorants and stuff like that. I even have candles that I think smell like him or remind me of him, and so yeah, that's one of my favorites. Now let's talk about the hair on your head. Right now, I get a lot of questions about the hair on my head because I go through a lot of hair color changes, and there are a lot of products that I use religiously and have used religiously for years that I use to both protect the integrity of my hair through bleaching or color changing, and that I use to help preserve my curls and the natural curliness of my hair, because I do have naturally curly hair. So first things first, I think it's important just to start with the basics, which are products that I use just to wash and condition on a regular basis. Now, I am a firm believer in Maui Moisture. Like, these are all very natural girl or curly girl friendly products. I like any of the lines. I've literally used all of them. I think my favorite one was some sort of like vanilla bean one or something, just because the smell was out of this world delicious. It smelled like there was a cake on you. But I absolutely love Maui Moisture products. I think that they're great for not only curly haired people, but I think for children and such too. I've also got my husband into them. He really likes, like, I believe it is like a volcano one or something like that. Or charcoal, I don't know. He loves these too. So family friendly for everybody, and that's just what I use when I wash and dry. I only wash and dry my hair, I would say, once a week. Sometimes maybe only up to once every 2 weeks. I know what you're thinking, that that's gross. For most people, probably it could be. I mean, if I'm doing like working out or something like that, I might be, or if I'm doing heavy duty workouts or I'm outside doing stuff where there's grime or chemicals getting into it, of course I'm going to wash it more regularly. But if, say, I'm having just a casual kind of week at home with the kids, we're doing inside stuff or grocery shopping more, so kind of stuff, just, you know, everyday kind of activities, then I won't necessarily be washing it every day. So I do that to kind of help it to not get greasy and to preserve my hair and to not get more damage, because I am bleaching it lately. And so moving on to bleaching products, I used to use a lot of other products for blonding and the, like, as far as bleaching my hair, but lately I've been using this Blonde Brilliance brand here, and I love it. And I like the toner too. I also use the Wella T18 and like T10 blend or T11 blend sometimes to get my hair color, but that's a little bit more harsh on my actual hair, and that's only if I'm going to be only doing it a one-time process, and that's like usually just my roots. But if, say, I were to be kind of trying to tone all of my hair, especially if I'm trying to tone the more porous parts of my hair, I like to do a blend of the Fanola No Orange and the Fanola No Yellow. I'll pour a little bit of both into a bowl, big bowl, and then I put a lot of hot water into that bowl and blend it around, and then I'll kind of dip my hair into it and then kind of lather it in really quickly and make sure the whole hair gets it, you know, like really thin, diluted hot water with a little bit of each of these in there, because I do tend to pull a lot of orange in my hair because I have, I don't know, just very blackish dark roots lately. I'm not sure why. It's like after my son was born, that's just like the color it kind of grew in. And then I do the No Yellow just to kind of pull out a little bit of the brassiness that I get too. Now you can see here, I got a little bit of sun tanning in there last night when I was doing my self tanner, but my roots and stuff are pretty much white with a little bit of like yellow because I haven't toned them in a while. And then I have this like kind of weave thing in my hair, but if you look underneath, it's almost exactly the same color because I used to have that pink in there. So when the pink started to fade out, it kind of turned into like this light purplish pink. So this extensions or whatever that I put in is actually like the perfect match, because my hair does exactly this. It goes from like whitish light to like this little layer of pinkish purple and then back down to almost like a crisp white. So yeah, so that's what I do in order to tone my hair color. Now, in order to treat my hair when it is getting kind of brittle or weak feeling, I do protein treatments in between. And I highly recommend this Maui Moisture Balancing and 2-step protein treatment. You put this in, which is like it's like a honey almost. You put it in your hair, you let it get dry. I sit with 2 hair dryers coming from 2 different directions in the living room while I'm watching a show for like however long it takes it to dry. You don't want to agitate your hair because it will dry like really hard and crunchy. You don't want to agitate it, but you want to let it dry so it can soak in and absorb all of that product, because that protein is going to help kind of rebuild and rebond that hair and make it stronger. And then you want to balance that out with moisture, like a highly moisturizing conditioner, which they offer a really good one. So I just use this little combination 2-step process, and that I do that probably like a day or 2 days after bleaching every single time, or sometimes I'll do it 1 or 2 days before I know I'm going to be bleaching. It kind of depends on whether I'm planning ahead and I know I'm going to be bleaching, or if I kind of have a spur of the moment, I think I'm going to bleach my hair tonight because my roots are kind of getting on my nerves. Because if you saw my last video, the Kitchen Island makeover, my roots, I'm sorry, you had to look at that. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad to edit myself. I was like, I almost put in comments about, I almost cut my face out because I didn't want you to see how bad my roots were looking. Okay. So I, after editing that night, went and I took care of that. Okay. As far as purple shampoos go, that I find that are much more gentle on my hair than the Fanola. The Fanola is actually kind of drying, even doing the rinse. I find it very drying. I have found that I like this I like Nexxus products. That's even a shampoo product that I like. I like their shampoo and conditioner in the Carafix brand. I love the conditioner. I have like 8 bottles of these. I love it. But I like their purple shampoo. I find it to be a much more gentle thing. I know it's not exactly curly girl friendly ingredients, but sometimes I find that I need something a little bit more softening. Another brand that I highly recommend if you're looking for something extremely gentle and very subtle. This isn't something that's going to give you extreme results in my opinion, but it's a subtle and softening. Amazing is these Rusk anti-brassy shampoo and conditioners. Love this. I picked this up at most of these products I pick up at either Sally's, Target, or Walmart. The Fanola products I did order on Amazon. Now, as far as bleaching my hair, something I like to do to help protect my hair during that process is Olaplex. Now, lately I've been out of it. As you can see, this is empty. Sad, but true. But my sister-in-law is a hairstylist, and so a while ago when I went through a very traumatic hair experience with a hair company at doing a hair modeling situation, my hair got fried. I should have just shaved it off, to be completely honest with you, but my sister-in-law introduced me to Olaplex, and she ended up saving whatever hair I had left. Since then, I've been using Olaplex religiously. I use the Olaplex number 3 definitely after every single process. That one I ordered online. You have to have a license to order the full brand of the Olaplex, and so my sister-in-law helped me out with that. I have ordered a brand or a version of it from Amazon, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I got a legit 100% pure product or not, and I'm not going to recommend it to you because I don't know if it is or not, and I don't want to be responsible for that. So if you know somebody, or you can get your hands on the parts 1 and 2 of Olaplex while you're doing bleaching, do that. But if not, I definitely recommend ordering the number 3, which they also have, like, I think a shampoo and conditioner line out now, which I haven't yet tried. So I do look forward to trying that. But when it comes to hair coloring, well, guys, it looks like my camera shut off on its own for some weird reason. I don't know why. So anyways, it seemed to cut out the part where I was talking about the actual hair colors that I like to use in color remover, which I felt was really important, actually. So let's go back to that. So hair color products that I like to use are from only one company. I only use one hair color company, and that is the one and only Argan Oil. They are my go-to. I am a die-hard fan. I am not sponsored, but if they ever wanted to sponsor me, I would be the happiest girl in the world, because I love these products. Their lighter colors, like the lavenders and the pinks, are beautiful, and they fade so nice into these gorgeous pastel colors. They start out very vibrant and intense, and then they fade very nice and pastel-like, so that's why I like the lighter shades of that. Like I had pink a couple weeks ago. Forget about my roots, but I had pink a couple of weeks ago, and it faded so beautifully. And then a while back, I had the teal color. What I like about the darker shades of this one is that they don't fade as much. And by don't fade, I mean, like, you know when you get like dark colors like a teal and it fades to like a muted green, pastel yellow color? This brand does not fade like that. I've had the red and the pink, and it just, or the red, and it just doesn't fade. It doesn't turn to that ugly brassy orange color that red sometimes fades out to. It didn't do any of that. I love this company. I love their colors. I love that it has that argan oil, because it adds an intense shine to your hair. Like, that's one thing that whenever my hair isn't blonde and it is a color, it tends to be so shiny and looks so healthy because of whatever this color is. I love it. But whenever my hair isn't colored, or it's in between colors, or I'm trying to get rid of a color, I have found that the DIY products that I had tried, you know, the baking soda mixture, or trying vitamin C with dandruff shampoo, or whatever, Dawn dish soap, etc. None of that stuff really worked or was as effective as the Joico hair color intensity remover, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really have a bag of it anymore, because every time I get it, it's because I intend on using it in that process. So I'll insert a clip of that, but that is what I use to remove color from my hair. I will show a picture of what I had, like a purple color hair, and I used that, and the very next day I had blonde hair, and then I had pink hair just like a couple weeks ago, and now I'm back to blonde. So that is the product that I've been using, and I highly recommend. If you are worried about it having bleach or it being a product that is going to damage your hair. On the bag, it does say to use a 20 volume developer with that particular product to remove the color from your hair. However, in the past, the bag used to give you options, and I remember it had said like 10 volume developer for like less intense colors or vibrant colors that you need to remove, and that works great for like those pastel colors that I removed the other day. That's what I did. I used a 10 volume, and that was because I didn't want to do any more damage to my hair because I have been bleaching it, and I don't know if that does have bleach and it's going to cause that. I'll be honest, I always just want to get rid of the color. I did want to use 20 volume like it recommended because I just felt like that was going to be too much after bleaching. And then I have in the past used it with water mixing. It had offered that as like when you have like just colors that are almost gone, that are just barely hanging on, and you just need that one last little budge to get rid of. So I would do like a mixture of that Joico color remover with water in the parts, and then I had done that, and that works wonderfully for those just colors that are barely hanging on. For the more stubborn ones, I did the 10 volume. I have not used it with the 20 volume yet. I bet that would be much more effective, but it's already so effective with the 10 volume that I didn't see a need for it. I have a little bit of like pinkish tint left right there, but that is because I did the top part last, and when I decided to rinse my hair from the bottom to the top, even though I started at the bottom putting in the product into the top last, when I went into the shower to rinse it out, I rinsed it all at the same time, so the top didn't have as long to process as like the inside. The inner parts of my hair are much blonder than the actual outside because silly me, I didn't focus on the parts you see more, which is what you normally would do. I don't know, something's wrong with me. All right, the number one product that I have been using for years, actually over a decade, is this Marrakesh oil. It didn't used to look like this. It used to have a different look to the design to the bottle. It used to be like rounder and wider and smaller, but it is this argan oil and hemp oil therapy hair styling elixir, and it is in the original scent is my favorite one. It has kind of a patchouli scent to it, a hemp and patchouli kind of smell, which I'm obsessed with. And I was introduced to it by my Aunt Diane. She is like the woman in my life that kind of introduced me to makeup products and designer facial products and stuff like that. Like, I think she got me my first name brand toner, which was like Merle Norman or something, when I was probably in middle school. And I wasn't used to that. Like, I was used to having a country bumpkin kind of mom who didn't really wear makeup, and that's perfect because she taught me to be more comfortable in my natural skin, and I'm grateful for that because I went most of my middle school and high school life without wearing much makeup. I mean, there were a couple moments where I had that blue shiny eyeshadow because everybody else was doing it, but I think I went to my high school prom with like no makeup on because I ran out of time and it wasn't that big of a deal. I wasn't that worried about it. Yeah, it didn't matter. Now that I'm getting a little bit older and I'm having more fun with makeup, I do it because I enjoy it, not because I feel like I have to. And that's the difference. And so when my Aunt Diane recommends products to me and stuff like that, I know she's recommending me products that aren't changing my skin or changing the way I look. She's recommending things that are helping me. Like that toner, for instance. When I was in high school, I was having or middle school and high school, I was having a little bit of issues with coloration, blotchiness on my skin, mostly from sun exposure, and so she got me the toner, which really helped to balance out my skin. But she introduced me to this product many years ago, and I highly respect her when she tells me or gives me a product. So I used it and I loved it. And then, go and behold, I went to a hairstylist who I happened to really like, who was cutting my hair for a little while, and she was using this product too, and I was like, yes, like that kind of gave me that reassurance that it was a pretty good product because she was using it on my hair. I recognized the smell. She was putting the product in my hair. I'm like, what are you using? And she showed me that. I'm like, I use that. Oh my God, I love it. That's like my favorite product. And we had like a whole chat about it. It was really funny. So, but yeah, I recommend this. I use this probably every single day, daily. I have probably 8 bottles of this on hand at all times. I've tried multiple other products from their line, and it's all pretty good. Their Ends products was pretty good. They had like some sort of a conditioning one that I had tried, which was pretty good. They're all very good, but this one is by far the OG, the GOAT, the one that I recommend. I have seen a lot of advertisements that this has been going into some of those Fitbit boxes or like stuff like that, and I'm so happy to see that it's getting exposure and it's getting out there and people are trying it because it's that good, guys. Like, if you have not already tried it, try this product. Lastly, I just have a couple of products that are worthy mentions. Things that I like to put into my hair before I'm going to be doing bleach: coconut oil. And then things like I use for styling my hair, like today, to hold down my edges, are this Cantu Shea Butter natural edge hold kind of stuff. I love this to smooth that down and hold it down because I have frizzy hair, guys. Frizzy, okay? And then something else that I like to use to kind of preserve my hair, prevent breakage, are like little scrunchy ties. I like to use like these little velvet ones or these little silky type satin ones. And I got these at Urban Outfitters on sale a few months ago, and I'm obsessed with them. But just a couple days ago, I found like a small pack of these at the store, and I really like that the smaller ones are in there because I could put them under things like this. Like, for instance, I have this piece of hair on here, which brings me to the next thing. Let's talk about hair, guys, on your head. You guys have probably already seen my wig review. If you have, on my Amazon wig review, you can go, or if you haven't, you can go check that out. I did an Amazon wig review. It's kind of like a two-part thing because in the middle of that review, I did some stupid little SFX thing. It was just me kind of just having fun with you guys. And so I did a follow-up to that showing you guys the special effects that I did in it. So if you found that entertaining, awesome. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this here. This is an easy use. It's kind of like those, if you've ever seen those halo hair extensions where it has the string that goes over here and then the hair just kind of falls underneath and it's just like one little band of hair. That's what this is, but I'm using it for a ponytail extension because it just didn't fit my head properly. It was a little bit too big width-wise. It would come up here and you could kind of see the weft on me personally. I have found though that is a common problem in me personally, that it actually is more standard to fit most people, but my head size is on the smaller end, I guess. Weird, because I've always been told I had a pretty big head. So, whatever. But anyways, it comes in this super cute little box like this. It opens up and then you have this, it's just in here. It is Remy. I got the Remy Flip-On Hair 14-inch T number 18-60 straight, and it was the perfect match. I'm obsessed with it. The colors in it are gorgeous. It has, you can see my natural hair underneath stops right about here. So this is giving me like all this extra length here that I have been obsessing and missing over. So I love it, and I feel sassy. I feel like Ariana Grande better watch out because Cora's coming to town. Okay, we're gonna DIY that up in this house. I think I talked about most of my favorite products. Again, I'm going to be talking about some of my facial products that I like to use in another video in probably this next coming week. I have a couple of videos coming your way. We're working on our back patio, our back porch, where we had a screen enclosure installed. Afterwards, I decided I would pressure wash it and got my injury. Talk about that later. And anyways, yeah, that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in a couple of my next videos coming up if you stick around. If you do want to stick around, you know how. You can hit that little subscribe button. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, along with using my little Spin Care facial product, I always wash my face, and I don't use anything else to wash off like everything from my face, my makeup, everything. I use this and my little Spin Care little system is all that I have been using on my face lately, and my face has been so much better, so much more improved. I've also been making a drastic effort in not picking at my face because I tend to have anxiety issues, and whenever I get nervous or anxious about something or something is stressing me out, I will pick around my nail beds and I will chew at the inside of my skin or my lips, or I will tend to pick at my face and skin, and it sucks because it makes me even more insecure, and as I'm doing it, I'm even getting angry at myself for doing it because I know I'm going to be so upset later, but I can't stop, and I'm like, it's like you feel like the tiniest little thing and then it turns into this big, you turn, what is it, a molehill into a mountain? That's me. All the way. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and a little bit of my skincare and hair removal and just basic day-to-day products or what I use on a regular basis. You will find these products in stock in my cabinets in abundance. And by that, I mean I have multiples of them. So bringing them out here would have just been a pain in the ass, or bringing you in there would have been not overwhelming for you guys, but embarrassing for me because I've got issues. But yeah, that's it, guys. See you guys on the next one. Bye.